I pursued some other tactics, if you will, and had no success. So a friend recommended this to me, and I found that it worked very well. Very nonchalant, very relaxing to come in, and I just really experienced a lot of success with it, and very happy with the outcome. And I would definitely recommend it or suggest it to anyone else who's trying to accomplish the same goals, or maybe even lose weight or something like that. Again, just had a lot of success with it, and very pleased with the outcome.
I smoked over 3 packs of cigarettes a day for a good part of my life, and because of my grandson, I decided to try to quit. I've tried several different ways and didn't really do me any good, so I finally came here to be hypnotized, and it doesn't feel any different when I walked out, but for whatever reason I never picked up another cigarette.
I've smoked for 46 years, non-stop, and I chewed tobacco at the same time. Quit chewing tobacco 7 years ago, but the smoking's been the toughest thing, and I've got over that hump one day at a time. I've probably smoked 2 packs to 3 packs a day. If I was drinking, could be 4 packs easily. It was like one after another. Wake up in the middle of the night, and the first thing I do is go have a cigarette and then lay back down. I'm not doing that anymore.
I wanted to quit smoking. I tried everything, patches to pills, and it just wasn't doing it. You want to quit smoking? It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I started smoking when I was in college, and that continued into my life after I got out of college. So I finally wanted to stop, and I've tried to quit before numerous times on my own, and it did not work. So I decided to try out hypnosis for it, and that has successfully worked so far. My first session was over a week ago. I had smoked cigarettes all day, came in at nighttime for my session, and after that, I completely stopped smoking. I saw someone smoking a cigarette a few days later, and it kind of shocked me to see someone smoking, and I was pretty much disgusted by it. And now when I smell the smoke, it's very hard to breathe in. It makes me really feel disgusted. That's probably the best way to sum it up. And yeah, this has worked so far, which is fantastic. I quit. I didn't have any cravings. I didn't go through any withdrawal symptoms. It's really been probably one of the best things I have decided to do so far.
The quit smoking hypnosis it's changed my life. After the first session, it is just I knew I was a non-smoker and more or less quit and hadn't looked back. I smoked for roughly 16 years, 17 years, and it was all about stress, being stressed out all the time. And now, after the hypnosis, it's changed my life because I can attack stress differently.
When I used to smoke, it was, you go outside and you take puffs and you're not smelling that fresh air. You're smoking and it's yucky, and it's like, now I'm smoke free.
Been a smoker for over 20 years. That's why I came here I've decided it's time now. Since my first session, haven't had a cigarette. I smell better. I have more time. I get more accomplished. I feel a lot better.
Well, I could be smoking up to 60 cigarettes a day, 3 packs. When I was taught what my mind does how my mind controls me, how I can fight back, and how I can control it like I'm supposed to. It just clicked, fell into place, and it was just like taking off a coat.
I've tried quitting several times before, and I've smoked over 40 years, and I found it very, very difficult to fight those urges all the time. And since I've been coming here, the hypnosis really works.
I was a smoker for 45 years. Hypnosis has allowed me to quit smoking.
I like smoking. I've smoked a lot of years, probably 26 years. Through hypnosis, I have quit.
The mind controls a lot of the body as well as the body's habits. And by adjusting your habits, one of the things you can stop doing is smoking because it's strictly a habit. One that's orientated to the hands and, in a way, the brain.
It's going pretty good so far. It's been over 10 days and I haven't had a cigarette yet. It's a little hard in the beginning, but you eventually fall into it more and more as you do the things that are required or things you ask me to do, and it helps me out.
I was a smoker for 30 years, and when I left here 6 days ago, I walked away from cigarettes for the rest of my life, and it feels amazing.
I think it works. It definitely works. It's a forever change. It's a lifestyle change.
I came here to quit smoking cigarettes. And I'm not gonna lie, I am an optimist, so I heard about this from a friend and I instantly thought this would be the best idea for me because of how hard it was to quit and how many times I had tried. So I figured I would come here, no problem, and it would get taken care of just like it did for my buddy. And what do you know? After just 2 sessions, I haven't smoked a single cigarette in weeks. It feels incredible.
I've struggled with a smoking addiction for 35, 38 years, numerous failed attempts. Primary care doctors suggested that I might want to give hypnosis a try. About 11 days since I've actually smoked, I find the program very well suited to me, easy to follow, highly recommend it. I think I'm on a path that I'll be able to stick with for the rest of my life.
I've been a smoker and I've chewed tobacco for the past 30 years. And I had recently tried to stop both smoking and chewing. And I tried the patches, I tried cold turkey, did some fasting. And it seemed like the harder I tried, the harder it was to quit. So I had done hypnosis in the past and I know that it worked for me. You know, after the first one, I struggled a little bit and stumbled, but I noticed that there was a reduced amount that I used. But after the second session that I did, I was completely free from using tobacco.
I have been a smoker for over 35 years. I have had a hard time trying to quit, and this has finally worked for me. I feel good, I feel great, and I know that this will last forever.
At least a cigarette an hour, so depending on how long I was up each day, I could be smoking 20 cigarettes a day. But generally probably about half a pack. It's been, I think, 12 or 13 days now I haven't had a cigarette, and although I've had a psychological urge to smoke, it really hasn't been a physiological thing for me. I really haven't had any kind of withdrawal symptoms.
I smoked over 3 packs of cigarettes a day for a good part of my life.
I was on the weekend with some friends and we were enjoying our time, and they're smokers and I didn't even crave one once.
Wake up in the middle of the night, and the first thing I do is go have a cigarette and then lay back down. I'm not doing that anymore.
I am now smoke-free, thank you to Mind Flow Hypnosis. I was on the weekend with some friends and we were enjoying our time, and they're smokers and I didn't even crave one once. So thank you.
Hypnosis worked for me after the first day.
It doesn't feel any different when I walked out, but
I noticed that there was a reduced amount that I used.
It's taken very little time to get to the point where I know I'm not going to smoke again. It's not that I don't want to, I'm not going to.
I quit smoking, period. It works. Off and on, because I've quit before, but it never took. The longest I ever quit was 18 months. Since I was 20. And always before when I quit, I'd gained 15, 20 pounds. This time I didn't, I lost 10 pounds. The patches, I've tried those. So they didn't really, nothing was truly successful. Trying to quit with an alternate method, you still wanted that alternate method. My current level was about a pack and a half a day. I've been up to as much as 3 packs. I dropped a whole pack almost immediately, but without that physical craving, I don't even think about it. I mean, I left out of here and I haven't touched one. I haven't wanted one.
It hasn't even just been the fact that I don't smoke. I don't even think of myself as a smoker, and it used to be a major part of my identity. I'll give you a nice example. Quitting smoking occasionally did work, and I would stick with it for a while. And then often I would be, I have to admit it was usually with drinking, socializing. I'd be at a nice pub, and I'd look at the bar and there'd be somebody standing there. This was back when you could smoke in pubs. They'd be having a cigarette and I'd be jealous. I think that's supposed to be me. That was part of my identity. And this is probably the most amazing thing to me, is that has gone.
The easiest way I've ever tried. I haven't picked up a cigarette since the very first session of hypnosis.
I was a smoker for 25 years, tried to quit many times, many ways, never took. And 3 appointments later, I quit on my second appointment, not my first, but my second. I am happy to say that I am a non-smoker with no desire to ever go back.
I've been smoking for 30 years and I haven't smoked for 18 days and I feel great.
Hi, I'm Joan from Friendswood. Today is January 26th and it's my year anniversary of not smoking.
My name is Stevie. I live in Friendswood, Texas. I smoked for about 22 years and I smoked about 2 packs a day.
Hi, my name is Heather. I'm from Lake City, Texas. I smoked 1 pack of cigarettes a day. I've smoked for 13 years. After hypnosis, I have not smoked. And not only have I not smoked, but I was able to take the tools that I have learned to quit smoking to also control my eating. So now I'm eating less, eating healthier, and not smoking.
My name's Roger. I'm from Angleton, Texas. I have smoked for almost 20 years and have tried several different stop smoking applications, and none of them have been successful, and none of them have really made me feel like I was going to stop. And this truly was amazing, to put it in words. I can't say it enough that it's changed my life. It's changed my life today, and it's going to change my future as well. I'm very, very, very thankful. And I'm a believer, and I wasn't until the first session, and from the first session on, it was instant.
My name is Susan. I live in Webster, Texas, and I was getting to be about a pack a day as far as smoking and cigarettes, and I was just ready to stop.
I'm Ben from Pearland.
came to see Julie about 2 weeks ago to stop a smoking habit that had lasted for 23 years. I smoked plus or minus a pack a day. Many days a pack and a half, sometimes a half a pack if I was just home and not very busy. It was a very, very regular part of my life. Things have been easy, not been a difficult process, so if you've been waiting, try.
The thing I was able to do differently with hypnosis was to actually have control. I had to stop when I had the urge to smoke and think about it. But I had, for the first time, a choice.
Hi, my name is Shirley, and I'm from Baytown. I had smoked for 38 years, a pack and a half a day. After one hypnosis session, I'm free of them. The habit is gone. It's wonderful. I had tried many things. I had tried the Chantix, the Nicorette, and antidepressant. The Chantix made me crazy. I couldn't take it at all. Nothing had worked. I thought there was nothing for me that could help me quit smoking.
Hi, my name's Lori. I'm from Spring Branch, and I'm a non-smoker. I've been a non-smoker for 2 years and 3 months. I saw Julie 2 years ago, 2 years and 3 months ago, and was hopelessly addicted to cigarettes. And after one session with Julie, I became a non-smoker, and I can say I am going to be and will be a non-smoker for the rest of my life.
Hi, I'm Nolan from Pearland, Texas. I smoked for 50 years. I come in here June 29th, and I hadn't smoked since.
Hi, I'm Luann. I'm from Pasadena, and I came in here hoping to quit smoking. And not only have I not smoked since I had my first session 2 months ago, but I've also quit taking my blood pressure medication. My blood pressure has become completely normal. And I also, surprisingly, lost 2 pounds. And I thought I was probably going to gain weight, but just the opposite happened for me.
Hi, I'm Debbie from Houston. When I finished my first session, I didn't only feel like I was not, I know I am not a smoker. I know I can feel it. Right now in this moment, I am not a smoker. And I feel happy about that, and I want to tell somebody about that.
I again got in touch with the hypnotist and told him to please relax me. I was concerned over the birth of the baby. And he relaxed me and told me that I would be completely relaxed in the autumn, and I could still remember the suggestion, but instead of tightening up the way you normally do, that I would be completely relaxed and this child would be delivered and there would be no problems. I would feel no pain, and so I went along with it, and sure enough, I delivered a 10-pound, 2-foot tall, with a size 2 shoe child. And the doctor pinched me on the cheek and he said, I want you to know, he said, this child could have walked here. And from that point on, he also started using hypnosis in his office.
I had smoked for 61 years, and believe me, I never thought I could ever stop. And one session, my very first session, and I stopped. And I'm excited, and I want everybody to know.
Yes. I don't want a cigarette now because I don't want one. I don't feel the need for one. I had to take responsibility of changing my train of thought. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, it can do you like that. And it's not so much this, it's so much of I have to do it for myself.
Mm-hmm. I was able to relax, which is a very hard thing for me to do. Relaxing is not something that comes easy to me. I'm a very big worrier.
And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to handle it. The physical part, you know, the reaching for them, the clicking of the, and it all went away. Amazing. I even had cigarettes when I left here and had no desire to smoke them. I was a little bit edgy per se, but still I didn't want to smoke and didn't smoke, and I'm not going to.
out. I'm very open to things like this, and it worked for me. The smell of cigarettes were disgusting after my session, and I did not have any craving problems. I did not have any food binging.
I'm very pleased to have had extra energy, been able to breathe a lot better. My car doesn't smell bad. I can go up and kiss my wife without having to worry about going to find some chewing gum to make myself not smell as bad as I did. So it's been a very, very good thing.
I think what helped me the most was stopping, taking a deep breath, relaxing, and getting control. Instead of just going with the urge, moving forward. Oh, well, reckless. I've been reckless.
Begged me, my kids begged me, my husband offered everything. One day, I'm over it, it's gone. I would recommend Julie and her program to anyone. If it can work for me, it can work for anybody.
My sense of smell is so much better. My sense of taste is so much better. And I feel so much healthier and alive. And I'm very, very pleased that this was so successful for me.
Yeah, I kind of laughed about it, didn't believe it, but I believe it now. You know, it helped me. I never did believe in it, no, but I do now.
It was so much better than I expected. I was really afraid, and I don't know why I was afraid, but my first session was so moving and so relaxing that I just felt like I wanted to cry and cry. But I finally got up out of the chair, and I felt 10 pounds lighter off of my shoulders, and my mind was relaxed, and it was a wonderful experience.
I would say if you're serious about stopping smoking, this is what you would want to try, really. It can't hurt, if nothing else. I just feel so good.
The smoking cessation program, I learned to be more relaxed. I learned to stop moving at such a fast pace and to calm myself whenever I felt the urge. It made me feel so comfortable in my own skin. I didn't have to worry about picking up a cigarette every time I needed to finish a conversation with someone.
It's not what you see on TV. It's not what you think it's going to be. It's just very relaxing. It's almost like a massage. You just lay there, you hear everything around you, you know what's going on. You're never unconscious or anything like that.
The first one was very, very nice because it got me through that skepticism. The second one got me through the distance I'd had from the first one. I'd almost started to fear that, okay, if I don't get another one, I'm going to slip. But once I got the second one, it made me feel better about I wasn't going to slip. It's just that was the urge that you know, the lack of, you know, I felt like I was going through withdrawal. The withdrawal, I think, was that, okay, I need the second one. Once I had the second one, I was going, man, I could have done it. I think I could have done it just fine with one.
Oh, yeah.
But the second one made me 100% confident, and the third one I did was for stress, and it was truly amazing. I enjoyed video games and roller coasters, and I think it was a combination of the pair. I really, really enjoyed it.
Based on my experience, I've always felt that if there's nothing to be afraid of the unknown, because you don't know what's going to happen. So just take everything all in stride and just keep your mind open for the process, because it is very helpful and a very healthful process. Then compared to any nicotine patch or any kind of gum you want to chew, there's no reason for you to put that nicotine back into your system. All it does is keep you up, and I talk from experience.
The thing that surprised me most was it was easy, I guess. I was a little nervous coming in, a little different, obviously, had not done anything like this before, had, I guess, some mental images of what it would be like, but it was just very much like getting very deeply relaxed.
It was like an awakening. It's like I had been asleep for so long, and it was this boom, and everything was clear. And I realized all the clutter that was in my mind, and as hard as I was trying, there was too much in the way. And it was just like all of a sudden, it was like the clouds passed, they opened, and it was pretty awesome.
The thing that surprised me most was how after one trip it worked. I was over it, it was gone, and how easy that was.
It was so relaxing to be hypnotized. It was nothing like I anticipated. I had the preconceived idea that hypnosis I would be asleep, but I was not asleep. I was just very relaxed and very comfortable, and I was awake and aware of everything that was going on throughout the entire session, but I was very relaxed, and it was a very pleasant, just a very pleasant experience.
I can't believe I didn't smoke for 2 weeks, but I hadn't. And it helped. I feel better. I breathe better. Yeah.
Number one for me, it's I guess the word would be freedom. I feel so free. Free from the hassle, free from the stench, free from the embarrassment, free from the constant fear and worry of disease and sickness, just free from the shame of smoking in front of my grandchildren. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I love it.
The one thing that I did remember the most is that the sense of smell and my taste buds just came, after a few days, just came alive again. I was, oh, this was so great.
The decision is yours, and if you have made that decision and are willing to commit to it, it's a very easy process. And I had done that multiple times trying to quit on my own. Had tried all the medications. I had tried Chantix, I had tried the Wellbutrin, had tried gums, patches, which made me ill. But this was an easy process, and if you decide it's what you really want, then it, I want to say it just really reinforces in your mind and makes you think like a non-smoker, or helps you to think like a non-smoker, and get it out of your head.
I've never been hypnotized before, and the thing that really struck me was that I could be, and that it worked. Hypnosis is effortless. One thing you come across in your life, you really don't have to think about it. Just do it.
The advice I would give someone is it works. It's 100%. You can do it. Pick up the phone and call today. It's wonderful.
I tell them to do it if they want to quit smoking or whatever. I quit. At 50 years, yeah.
Well, when I go to my doctor, I'm going to say, I no longer take my lisinopril. And he's going to say, you don't. Are you sure that that's all right? And I'm going to tell him I quit smoking and I no longer need it. I take my blood pressure now every morning, and it's 108/70, sometimes 65. Down from, if I ever got off my medication, it was always about 162/100. And now it's about 108/68 on a regular basis, and it's all because I quit smoking.
Hi, my name's Cindy. I quit smoking, and I highly recommend the hypnosis for quit smoking. It's the best way to quit.
My name is Gail, and hypnosis for quitting smoking worked for me because it gave me the confidence in quitting and control and motivation to quit smoking, and it worked for me.
I've used hypnosis and I've been smoke-free for a week, and it was a lot way easier than I thought it was going to be.